course glitter shows up from nowhere. If it will not work, it will just completely ruin the whole look, so make sure you watch. I'm not gonna have you laugh at me. Hi guys, it's Ciate. Today I'm looking at makeup predictions for 2021. I'm using the Cosmopolitan website and I'm taking all the trends they have predicted and putting them on my face to create this makeup look. I hope you will enjoy. So I'm going to be starting off with eye makeup. Now I don't know what I want to do yet for the eyes, but I do know that we need to prime. You should always prime your eyes. It's going to give you much better outcome for your eyeshadows. So we do have a couple of major eye trends for 2021. One of them is a smoky eyes. There is a 80s look influence. There is a rock and roll eyeliner trend. There's also under eye sparkle trend and a feline liner trend. So that's a lot to fit in one makeup look. So I thought we can do a matte smoky eyes first, and then we can add some 80s influence and all the liners that are listed as the trends for this year. I want to start with this eyeshadow here, and I'm just going to lay this on the eye. This is pretty much all over the lid, just like you would start your normal smoky eyes. And I want to add this underneath as well. We are going to have kohl liner there as well, and we need to add the sparkle as well somewhere. So I'm just making this up as I go. I'm just going to blend the top with a clean brush just to make sure that everything is really soft. You don't want any harsh lines because this is supposed to be smoky eyes. So even though you're using a colored eyeshadow, you still want it to be very soft and smoky. Now I'm going to grab kohl liner and I'm going to add this to the waterline and to the tight line, just like you would with your traditional smoky eyes. Now I'm going to do a flick with this liner. It's going to combine both trends of the kohl liner and of the feline flick. Also, when I think about a feline flick, the first person that comes to mind is Charlotte Tilbury. She has a lot of tutorials on her signature feline flick, and I think in this case it's going to be very helpful for this look and it will look very nice. Also, I don't want to use a liquid liner on top and then kohl liner on the bottom. I think it will look a bit disjointed. Kohl liner will give you a softer flick, softer look, but still very rock and roll, which is a part of the trends as well. So I'm just going to follow along my lash line first, and I will start to thicken up on the outer corner. Make sure you go in between your lashes, so there is no gap in between your lashes and the liner. And then what Charlotte would usually do is just make a dot here where she wants the flick and just connect it. I'm just going to sharpen my pencil just to make sure I get the best flick possible. So I'm just going to hold up just gently so I can glide the liner. So this is our feline flick done. Now we need smoky kohl liner, rock and roll liner on the bottom lash line. So I'm just going to take that liner, add a couple of dots on the bottom. This will go all along the lash line to give more of that smoky eye effect. And then I'm going to take that purple eyeshadow and just smudge this. And just make sure you add liner and shadow until you're happy with the result. Right, so this is a pretty rock and roll liner, I would say, but it kind of offsets the balance with the top eyeshadow for me. So I'm just going to take that purple and just smudge it more. Cover up some of that black, dull it down a little bit, just to restore the balance. Right, so I would say we have the feline liner, we have the rock and roll liner. I still need the smoky eyes. This is not smoky enough for my taste and to be really cold as smoky eyes. Maybe add some black or gray just to smoke this out, this liner. It won't lose the feline flick, but it will make it much more smoky. So I'm just using the darkest shadow that comes in the palette. I think they meant for this to be black, but I don't think it's black, really. But it's good with the eyeshadow combo. I just keep blending the top because I don't want too much intensity from that purple, because to be a smoky eyes it needs to kind of disappear into nothing. I still need an 80s influence in this look, and this is why I chose purple for the smoky eyes, because it was a very popular color in the 80s and a lot of makeup looks were just garage doors from the top to bottom, just purple or blue eyeshadows. I'm going to try to add some sparkle to this look with this eyeshadow. I'm hoping when I add it on will be 80s enough. Not really. So this did not make a lot of difference. I'm going to try with this hot pink in the same spot and see what's going to happen. Alright, straight away, even though I just added a little bit, just that pop of color, very, very bright color, looks more 80s. So I'm just going to do the other eye and just try it on. I think I'm gonna try a bigger area. So just go in here. Ah, yes. Yes, this looks more 80s. What's that? So long ago. I think this pink works well in the inner corner. So I'm just going to go back to the sparkly pink and just add that on because I want to. I think this looks sick. This looks actually nice. Alright, last trend that I need for the actual eyes is under eye sparkle. And honestly, I cannot think of anything that would go. And I had black on my face the whole time and nobody told me. Tell me next time. Oh, alright, well, I literally don't know what can I do for under the eyes. Actually, yes, I do know. I have gray glitter. I think it will look somehow with this. Alright, I'm just gonna take eyelash glue and an angled brush, a really small one. I'm just gonna add it underneath. Can't believe I'm doing glitter again. Does this look decent? They say in the article it's time to reverse your glitter application, but why would you want to apply glitter in the first place? Alright, I'm not putting anymore, it's all over my face already. Close the pot, put it away. Remove glitter fallouts. It's fine. It's fine, I'm fine. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes and I'm gonna apply mascara. So as always with smoky eyes, I'm just going to apply a lot of mascara, no lashes. So see, this way lashes are accentuated, but they don't take away from the rest of your makeup, or my makeup. I did it. You can do it too, and then it's gonna be your makeup. Alright, so that's eyes done. Let's get to the face. So two skin-related trends were radiant glow and juicy skin. Juicy skin. So I'm going to prep my skin with oil, just a touch. You don't want to add too much face oil because it will just make your foundation slide. So both of them I feel like is the same thing. Is radiant glow, juicy skin is the same thing. Essentially you don't want much contouring, blushing, highlighting on the skin, but you really want to prep your skin, and it's all about how you set it as well. So I'm going to use hydrating primer, and all of this you have to test out as well, especially if you're not used to using the face oil or any hydrating primers. You need to test it out just to make sure that it stays on your face. I'm going to use a natural looking foundation. As you probably noticed, my face has a lot of acne scars and some of the areas will not be covered, but that's okay. Just use natural looking foundation to begin with, and then I'll show you how to conceal later for more natural, more radiant look. So I'm just using pea-sized amount of foundation everywhere, using my fingers. This is already much better, but it's not good enough. I can still see some redness, I can still see some acne scars. So next you want to use either a concealer or very, very full coverage foundation. Just make sure it's the same color as you used for the initial lightweight foundation. And you might use a larger concealer brush for areas that are just red and you just need to tap in some more product. And I'm not using a lot either. It's better to add more later. Just add a touch and see if it covered, because most of the times it will cover, so you don't need a huge amount of foundation and concealer on your face if a small amount will cover it. So that's it for the bigger areas, and then for the smaller places I'm going to use a small concealer brush and I'm just going to literally add it to just the area and just blend it out. Now before I conceal the under eyes, I'm going to add a highlighter to my cheekbones. I'm going to use my concealer brush. And just a quick tip as well, if you have something that you need to conceal around this area, do it after you do the highlighter, or if you have like a very big breakout around this area, just skip the highlighter because it will just draw attention to it. I'm going to go around in a C shape as well. And now I can take an under eye concealer and just add a little bit. Also blend it into the highlight that I did. Now last thing for skin, I do want to powder a few areas, just because if you leave your face like this, it will just look like you've applied foundation and it's 14 hours later and you just don't look good anymore. I'm choosing a very fluffy brush, just not to apply too much powder, and I'm just going to apply it next to the nose and under the eye. But this is just a touch of powder, literally just a little tiny bit. I do have a blush that I want to apply. This is quite the orangey blush. I'm just going to take it with a big powder brush, just applying on top of the cheek. Now the eyebrow trend that's on the Cosmopolitan website is eyebrow fun. You may probably notice that I don't like eyebrow fun. In my videos, I really like keeping my eyebrows natural and just as an accessory, completing the face rather than standing out. So this is going to be hard for me. I don't really like to do this that much. They defined eyebrow fun by cutting lines into your eyebrow, kind of like a Charlie Puth trend thing, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so I just took a little eyelash glue on this brush and just literally just pushing the hair up. I'm going to apply concealer in between here and some powder just to reinforce that line. So I'm gonna start with a fiber eyebrow pencil and I'm just going to add some shade. And if you thought that we're just going to throw in a clear lip gloss to this look and be out the door, then you are so wrong. Apparently 2021 likes red and berry lips also on top of everything. So I'm going to try to combine these two very classically. So I'm just gonna do red on the outside and try the berry in the middle. Right, I think I'm going to leave the top for the berry shade. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie, on the beginning I was a bit skeptical because some of these trends have nothing to do with each other and I was just scared of how it's going to look like, but I'm pretty pleased with the result. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go over to my channel and subscribe for more. Also hit the like button and turn on the notifications so you'll know when I post a new video.